Hello and good morning, everyone. Yes, 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 you all have read the title correctly. We're going to be getting into a new series that I'm starting on my channel. I know I've been promising you guys some new types of content other than the reality show reviews and all the gossip and stuff like that. I told you guys that I really want to come to you guys with some things that, you know, have like some true substance, some real world stuff. And when it all boils down to it, some things that we can focus on that are actually positive to offset all of the negativity that we read, that we see every day as soon as we open our phones, as soon as we walk to the kitchen to get some juice, as soon as we go to the mailbox. We are always bombarded with such negative things, and I sometimes just need a break. Sometimes I just want to hear, some good things that are happening to people. What are people up to that can, I can draw inspiration from, that can get me motivated, that I can, if I'm feeling down on that day, I can, read something and it can make me, just feel a little bit better about, tackling the day. So I would like to come to you all. I'm going to try to make this a weekly thing. I haven't set a specific day, but as I come across different articles and whatnot that I can, that I see value in and I want to bring to you all, that is what we're going to be doing here at the Good News Only show. I'm so excited. We're starting off pretty light this week. I just have three different articles that I would like to share with you guys. And without further ado, we shall get into it. Oh, and I should say that I would like to keep the focus on people of color. However, I'm not going to forego adding some different things in here as I see fit. If they really resonate with me and I feel like they're interesting, I'm going to definitely bring it to you all. But just throwing that out there. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is from Global Positive News. As you can see, working 3 jobs didn't stop this single dad from getting his master's degree. And I wanted to jump in with this one, you guys, because I just started my second to last master's class on Monday, and your girl, talk about senioritis. Honestly, I feel like I had senioritis since the first class, honestly, but it's just school for me, at least. It just, I just can't wait for it to be over. I don't regret it. I know it's going to better equip me for what I want to tackle in my future. However, your girl is tired. Okay, I'm tired. So when I came across this, it definitely resonated with me, not only because of, as you can see, the title, but because this young man is from Jersey, Montclair to be exact. And that is my old stomping grounds. You already know I'm a Jersey girl at heart. I live in San Diego, but I'm a Jersey girl all day, every day. So that was super cool. And Montclair State is actually the school that I was going to choose should I have, not joined the military and went off and, moved across the country and all that good stuff. I was going to go there. And that's actually my oldest stepsister. That's her alma mater. So shout outs to this gentleman who goes by the name of Desmond Durham. A 36-year-old single dad from Montclair, New Jersey, has been working as an educator for the last 13 years. Despite his busy life, he decided to go back to university to complete his master's degree. Over the past 2 years, he worked 3 jobs while attending college. He also made sure his 9-year-old son, Desmond Jr., was fed, loved, and always completed his homework. Desmond's was motivated to succeed, and all his efforts paid off. Earlier this year, he graduated with a master's in arts and educational leadership from Montclair State University. He was invited to deliver a commencement speech. You have to know why you do what you do. And as long as you know your why, it's going to drive you every single day, Desmond commented. And that was taken from, I want to say, ABC 7. I also have, let me pull this up. It's basically the same thing. I had a secondary article, but that pretty much summed it up, you guys. Like I said, sometimes we just need a little reminder that although life presents its challenges, although we might have hurdles along the way, it might not be the most quote unquote easiest road to travel down to your goals. You just got to keep persevering. You got to push through. You got to be resilient. You got to be flexible. I definitely emphasize that one. I've learned that that's something that I've had to really rely on, even in my personal life, the last couple of years. And if you want it bad enough, you gonna get it. You just got to keep pushing through. And again, I wanted to share that with you guys in case there's anyone listening that, just is like, oh, I have, all these other things stacked against me. Why can't my path just be a little bit more easy? Why can't my path just, things just fall into place a little bit, more feasibly, like for me. And unfortunately, sometimes, and actually, I'm not going to say unfortunately and fortunately, I personally am grateful. It might sound crazy and it might sound cliche, but honestly, y'all, I'm the type of person where I am grateful for all the challenges that I've had to endure and, all the hard work I've had to put in, because honestly, for me, things that I worked super hard towards, things that I really had to, it was an uphill battle from day one. Those are the things that I value the most in the end. Those are the things that are going to really have an impact on you, because you're going to look back on your journey and you're going to know, like, wow, I had to go through XYZ just to get here. And your appreciation is just going to be so much greater, y'all. Just if I could tell you anything, it's going to be that. But I do have two more. So let us keep cycling on through. And this next one. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. 6 homeless sisters are all becoming nurses together. It's our bond that kept us going. And this was brought to us by People magazine. I immediately stopped on this, of course, because not only, are these 6 beautiful women of color, but to know that they are biological siblings, like I was like just mind blown by that. That's so cool. I love like big families and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool. And for them all to embark on a journey together and come out on the other side and be able to look, to the left and right of them and, have someone to their left and right throughout that who can empathize with them and who knows, the people that know you the best in life, to go through those things together. That's a different type of support system. So shout out to them. 6 sisters who have spent the past 10 years homeless have refused to let their ordeal stop them from pursuing their dream of becoming nurses. The nightmare that unpinned the childhoods of the Lawrence sisters began in 2013 when their parents lost their home in the New York City borough of Queens, and the brood began hopping from the home of one family member and friend to the next. 2 years into the family's ordeal that began in 2013, David told his daughters, who had been struggling to attend school while moving every few months, that he didn't want their situation to keep them from getting an education. And let me switch over to the article and resume. Before long, the 6 oldest Lawrence sisters, who were then in their late elementary and middle school years, were enrolled in a homeschool program with dreams of one day earning their GED. He didn't want what we were going through, says Dominique, 25, to hold us back. Nothing, it seems, could hold the tight-knit clan back. Not only did the 6 oldest Lawrence sisters all earn their GEDs in 2019, they also attended Nassau Community College on Long Island. After graduating 2 years later, they went on to enroll in SUNY Old Westbury, where they earned their bachelor's degrees in public health in May. It's been quite an adventure, says Danielle, 22, of their rocky start. But what really pulled us through is our faith in God and each other. The siblings, now 19 to 25 years old, admit that they are just getting started. This past August, they began a master's program in public health at SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University and will head to nursing school after that. It's a dream come true for this group of young women whose childhoods were filled with so much tumult and uncertainty. I'm so happy that they've done this together, says proud dad David. I always tell them life's not fair, and when it throws you a curveball, you gotta adjust to keep it going. And keep going. Sorry. You heard the daddy. Y'all heard the daddy. You gotta adjust to it and keep going. What was I emphasizing in the last article, y'all? Flexibility, resilience, push through, all those things. You got to dig deep inside, find that motivation. And sometimes it's sometimes gonna be the hardest thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. And I have not dealt with even like one molecule of what they had to persevere through. However, they didn't let their present situation determine their future. I'm so happy for them. I hope that this is their journey continues to bring them nothing but growth and the outcomes that they have set out to achieve. I think that's awesome, again, that they're going through this together. I hope to read a memoir in the future from them, amongst seeing their other achievements. Speechless, y'all. Speechless. And again, you just got to keep pushing through, no matter what the circumstances are. Just as in the previous article, the gentleman said that you got to know your why. Yeah, you definitely got to know your why, because that is the only thing at times that will keep you moving forward. That is the one thing at times that you're only going to be left with to rely on a lot of the times. When you're, up late writing those papers, Lord knows I'm so sick of that. When you're up late writing those papers, when you're, interning, when you're, dealing with all the personal life struggles and responsibilities and obligations, and you wish that there was another hour in the day, a day of the week. A lot of those times, all you're going to have is to think back on why you're doing this and hold on to that. That's what's going to drive you 99% of the time. Trust me when I tell you. And the final article also focused on the positive, global positive news that I want to share with you guys. Auto mechanic becomes a medical doctor at the age of 51. Says, if you want it, go after it. As a child, Carl Allenby had one dream: to become a doctor. At that time, that seemed impossible. His childhood was tough. For days and even weeks, his family of 8 went without lights, gas, or water at their home in East Cleveland, Ohio. After finishing high school, he opened his own small business, Allenby's Auto Service. Carl worked in that business for 25 years, but he never forgot his childhood dream. In 2010, he began pre-med classes, and in 2015, he enrolled into medical school at Northeast Ohio Medical University. At the age of 47, he graduated from the university, and earlier this year, already 51 years old, he started his first job as an attending physician at Cleveland's Clinic's Hillcrest Hospital in Mayfield Heights, Ohio. I feel we all have the opportunity to make our lives better. If you want it, go after it. Don't give up, Carl advises. Y'all, if there's one other thing that I believe in, it is that it's never too late. And I know you guys are probably like, oh, Barb, you're only 29. You know what you're talking about. Like, what do you know, da-da-da-da. But no, this is honestly something that I see around me in my personal life. This is something I emphasize to my parents, to all the individuals around me that are of all ages, all walks of life. This is something I emphasize to them because I don't believe in living unhappy. If you're not content with something and you have the willpower, if you have the ability to change your situation, I'm always going to be in your corner, clapping, saying, go for it, do it. And by no means do I say that without knowing that it's, you know, it's no one ever said it was going to be easy now. But will it be worth it? Will your quality of life be significantly impacted in a positive way? Yes, the F it will. Yes, it will. This man at his age, you know, a lot of times, at least in my experience, you know, people that want to earn their doctorates and want to become, you know, medical doctors or whatever, they set out on that journey. They pretty much make that decision early on in their college years, if not, of course, you know, before. So for him to have such a significant change in career path after 25 years working in one industry, for him to not only, you know, say, look, this is, you know, always been my dream, this is what I want to do, but actually to follow that through and to go through medical school at that age, like, oh, geez. And this comes from a person that sought out at the age of, you know, 18 on their college journey, only to find out after about 2 semesters, that that was not something that I wanted to do at that time. And again, I always say that I'm going to get more in depth with my military experience and all that stuff, and that portion of my life once I monetized. That's just always been how I want to tackle that. But I'll say for now that me opting to join the military versus seeing college through right out of high school definitely left me in the end once I did resume after getting out of the military. I felt at times I was like, oh no, this is like, I should have been had my degree. Like, I could have been done. Like, no, like, is this even what I should be doing now? I should be doing something else. Like, this phase, has passed. And that was something I had to change within my own mind and be like, no, it's never too late. There's always, there's always value in seeking out and following through with something that you've always, that's always been in the back of your mind. If it's always going to be in the back of your mind, then it's worth taking a shot at. Last year, I actually, purchased my mom real estate classes in a course because she had been very, very expressive with the fact that she no longer liked the job that she's been working, which she's been working that job for years, well over 10, 15 years, but she wanted to have a career change. And my mom is about the age of this man. And again, this is only further proof that I meant when I said I'm going to be the person in the corner every time rooting for you to make that transition, to make that change. So instead of buying her another purse, shoes, candles, whatever you call it, like, I chose to buy her those classes because I thought that was just exactly what she needed. She needed that sometimes you need that little push, that little, confidence boost sometimes when you're uncertain, when you're doubting yourself, or when you're just like, it's hard to step out into the unknown sometimes, y'all. I'm fully aware of that. So I don't want you guys to think that I'm someone that, it doesn't have emotional intelligence. I definitely do. However, you got to get out your head. You got to get out your head and you got to go after it if it's going to mean you being way more happier in the end and leaving this earth knowing that you fulfilled something that you can look back on and be proud of and be happy about. And I'm not trying to speak for this man at all. This is just my own personal testimony more so. Got off a little bit on a tangent, but that's what we're here for, y'all, to speak nothing but positivity, motivation, and positive affirmations and good news only, as the title says. So in closing, y'all, as Mr. let me stop. Let me put some respect on his name, y'all. Dr. Carl Allenby says, if you want it, go after it. Don't give up. And that's good enough for me, y'all. So keep that in the back of your minds today, as well as everything that we discussed in the previous 2 articles. And I'm going to try again to make this a weekly occurrence. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of these articles. And also my social medias. Let me throw my banner up real quick. They're also in the description bar below. But my social medias, mainly Instagram or even TikTok, that should be fine too. But I mostly find them on TikTok and, Google and news and different stuff like that. If you guys come across some positive, good news, then please don't hesitate to send it over to me. I would love to incorporate it into the next episode. And again, y'all, thank you guys for listening. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next one. Okay. Okay. Bye, y'all.